Delta Airlines, we talked about last hour. Phil LeBeau joins us now with a special guest. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Joe. Ed Bastian, CEO of Delta, joining us on a day where you report your results for the first quarter. Revenue essentially flat year over year. But I think people are interested in the guidance more than anything else and what you saw in the first quarter. When you look at the first quarter and the drawdown and the slowdown in demand, how quickly did it change?
It changed pretty markedly somewhere around late February into the back end of the quarter. But I tell you, for what we faced during the first quarter, it was a heck of a lot of turbulence. It was not just the economic uncertainties that we talk a lot about with global trade. We had a really tough weather month in January, both in the Southeast and the West Coast. And we had impact from the high-profile aircraft incidents, as well as the global uncertainties that we're all talking about. So you put that all together, I think our team did a great job in the first quarter. We came in with profits in line with where we were a year ago. I know not the growth that we talked about, but still in line, about $400 million of profits, $1.3 billion of free cash in a tough quarter. And as you know, the first quarter is always our most difficult quarter with the turbulence we faced. Typically, this year it was certainly on an accentuated basis.
That said, Ed, we were talking here in Atlanta just 3 months ago. You were forecasting a record year for profits, and now it's a far different story. Is the uncertainty with the trade wars, is it on the corporate side or is it on the leisure bookings and the average person saying, I'm not really sure I want to take this trip that I thought I would take?
So it's a little bit on both. It's principally in the domestic marketplace, principally amongst our most price-sensitive consumers, and it's also on a off-peak period. So we find the days of week are weaker in terms of the Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturdays versus the more typical business patterns. We also see corporates that started the year out growing 10% have stalled. And so as a result of that, they're now flat versus a year ago. And I think that's true of our entire revenue mix. We also, though, do have green shoots. We're watching them carefully, but we have a great portfolio of higher margin premium services, whether it's our premium products, our international business, our American Express co-brand loyalty was up double digits in the quarter. And those products are offsetting some of that weakness to kind of get to a flat level of both revenues and hopefully margins.
When you mentioned that it's primarily the leisure traveler domestically, you talk to a lot of CEOs, not just about their booking plans, but about the state of business. Can you summarize for us? Because we don't hear from many CEOs. They're afraid of saying something publicly because it might infuriate the Trump administration. What are you hearing back from other CEOs about the state of the economy right now and the state of business worldwide?
Yeah, well, we're in uncharted, unprecedented uncertainty when you look at what's happened and the pivot so quickly to this self-inflicted situation. Now, personally, and at Delta, we understand, trade is a normal thing and you need to go through. In fact, the first Trump administration, we worked very closely with the administration because we were having big issues with the Middle Eastern carriers, and they were quite helpful. But we did it over time. It was a long set of conversations, and it was more strategic. Trying to do it all at the same time has created chaos in terms of being able to make plans. So whether you're a corporate manager trying to figure out whether you want to step forward on an investment, whether you're a bond trader or in the markets trying to allocate capital, or even as a consumer, I think everything has stalled. And so there's been a freeze until we get better clarity. And the hope is the administration moves quickly through the uncertainty. I think our economy is going to continue to lose steam.
Last month, you said you did not think that we were headed towards a recession. Do you still feel that way? I
don't know. I think we're acting as if we're going to a recession. I think everyone is going into a defensive posture, trying to, you saw us, our announcement, we're taking second half growth out of our plan for the back half of the year. We're planning to grow about 4%. Now it's going to be flat. And so I think everyone's being prepared for uncertainty. And as a result of that, if that continues and we don't get resolution soon, we'll probably end up in a recession.
And quickly, summer bookings, how are they looking right now?
Summer bookings are in line with where we were a year ago. International is the one we always get questions about. International for us, about 80% of that's U.S. point of sale. And U.S. consumers are looking to go somewhere, particularly to try to get a reprieve from all the craziness we're going through.
Ed Bastian, CEO of Delta, on a day where they reported their Q1 results, more importantly, brought down the fact that they're not going to have guidance for 25 given the uncertainty in the market. Guys, I'll send it back to you.